episode, another one of A Sandwich and Some Lovin', the podcast. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans. This is my husband and partner and co-host, Alan Evans.
Hello, I'm Alan. Hey, Trade in the house. The Honorable W.A. Evans, or Reverend Evans, or what else? What else I got? No, I'm not going to say I'm a pastor. What else I got? Oh, a marital officiant. Marriage officiant Evans.
There you go. That's
yes.
my husband.
Yes.
I never thought I would ever be sleeping with a member of the cloth.
Clergy.
A minister.
Yeah.
And yet here I am.
I'm not a minister.
What are you? What am I allowed to call you?
I'm joking. I'm just a marriage officiant.
But you're a clergy.
Well, they sent me a badge
that said
clergy. What does that imply?
I said, why would you need a clergy? I was talking to Alan. I said, I think like if there was a crisis situation, like something really bad goes down and people, need help and emotional counseling. I said, I think you just stick that badge on your jacket and go and they let you in. But if that was the case, I think everybody would be printing like EMT badges just because everybody's so nosy and clergy badges just to get by. I don't know what you'd need a badge like that for.
Well, we'll get into all the details of the wedding that I performed this weekend. We got a lot of stuff. We got wedding talk. We've got another edition of Kellie Claps Back.
And I'm here to tell you the truth.
Yeah, and I will too.
No, you don't.
But this one
tell a version of the truth.
Sometimes Sometimes Kellie hits with a sledgehammer. Well,
but it's always really funny.
She normally hits me with a sledgehammer.
But it's really funny.
Yeah. Sometimes she's more subtle. She's carving sushimi with a sushi knife. And that's what she did this week, guys.
All right, I can't wait to hear.
So, good listener, you will hear another Kellie Claps Back. I think Kellie's going to give us an update on her just this wheels off your schooling. And I'm still unclear as to what exactly happened and is happening. The last I checked, you were a student. I don't know if you're still a student.
We'll get into all of that.
Yeah.
Y'all picked a good one. Y'all picked a good one to tune into tonight.
That's all I want to promise. If there's more juiciness to get to.
If we have time to fill. Is that what you're trying to say? No, I think we're going to... I could talk for an hour on my mess. And I'm sure you could talk an hour on yours. Not that yours was a mess. Yours is perfect.
Yours was a mess.
Mine is a mess.
Well, you want to start with that?
Let's get into that. But first, let me tell you about something that's really exciting.
Oh, okay.
A couple weeks back, I became a Thrive Market member. I've been seeing a lot of people, that I follow on social media who do this Thrive Market. I was like, well, I want some of that. It's a delivery service for organic, sustainable groceries. So it comes right to your door. And let me tell you what I've ordered because I'm super excited because I've been hearing about this and I've never tried it before. I ordered, well, first of all, for my health, it's like I said, it's pure stuff. I got this doctor-formulated once daily women's probiotic. Let's be honest, I have issues. With my, let's call it my digestional system.
Let's just say she's tighter than a turtle. That's watertight.
But, honestly, this is what most medical professionals will tell you. Death begins in the colon.
Yes.
And probiotics are super, super important. So I'm going to get it. I ordered the probiotic. I also ordered produce wash. Have you, because Alan, I'm going to tell you the truth. You need to have me, whenever he's cooking for you, make sure I'm watching behind him because he'll take whatever is at the produce at the grocery store and just start cutting it up and using it. I'm like, no. And see, but all I've been doing is rinse it off with water. What am I doing? So this is produce wash in a basil lemon. I'm so excited to try that. So that's going to be delivered to me along with, some face and body wipes, facial cleansing pads, things like that. But the thing I love about Thrive is this stuff is all organic. There's no chemicals I'm putting into my body, on my body. They tailor to over 70 different diets. So whether you're paleo, keto, plant-based, whatever, you can click, this is what I'm looking for, like just click that keto and everything pops up that would service something like you, from groceries, snacks, meat and seafood too, clean wines, non-toxic cleaning, bath and body. And as a member of Thrive, I'm saving 25 to 50% off the traditional retail prices, and their carbon neutral shipping is free on orders over $49. So you get a lot of savings. It's kind of fun to go in there and, why not choose healthier? You got to eat. You got to, clean your house. Why not make some healthier choices? And Thrive just makes it so dang easy.
I'm a proud Thrive member, and you will be too. Try it risk-free. Go to thrivemarket.com/sandwich. Join today, and you'll get up to $20 in shopping credit toward your first order. That's thrivemarket.com/sandwich, THRIVE, market.com/sandwich to start your risk-free membership and get up to $20 towards your first order. thrivemarket.com/sandwich.
Hey, everything's online now.
Love Thrive.
I do. I'm so excited. All right. So what do you want to get started with first? Do you want to do let's start with your happy story
something
first.
happy first? Okay.
Because I might bog us down with the school stuff, and we may never come out
You'll
the other
absolutely
side.
bog us down, but I'm just joking.
You're really not.
Well,
You're very passive-aggressive with your commentary on how much I talk.
Sometimes I can be. Last couple of podcasts we've shared that I got ordained because I was asked by a couple that are listeners of the podcast, are some of our very, very best customers. Sim and Manuel from Lubbock, Texas, and they asked me to perform a wedding, which I just did this last Saturday. I flew to Lubbock, stayed at a nice hotel there, and got in just enough time to kind of meet some people and go through a real quick rehearsal and do the wedding. And just overall, everyone was so nice. Sim and Manuel's family on both sides everyone was really nice.
Had some really fun touches too.
Yeah, beautiful ceremony. They had a mariachi come out after the ceremony. They had something I've never seen before. They had a burro come while kind of after everybody was partying at the reception. A burro came out with a handler, and he had peanut butter whiskey and tequila.
Ooh, peanut butter whiskey's so good, y'all.
And shot glasses on his back. So you could take shots off of this burro. I thought that was a funny bit.
That's fun touch.
And you're probably thinking, and I was thinking the same thing. Is the burro gonna poop all over the reception? The answer is no, because what the handler does is he feeds him 2 days before.
Loads him up,
gets it all out of his system, and then he doesn't really have to go during the reception. But he still had a little basket under him.
Just in case.
And that's what Manny told me, because he was asking the same question when he hired this guy. But it was really fun. I've never done anything like that, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I opened it up with kind of how I came to know the couple, and that I was, Did
you say, "Hello, I'm Alan"?
I did. I did. I had some bits in there that were they were kind of Easter eggs just for Manny and Sim, because they like
And if there happened to be another podcast listener in the room,
which there were.
So some people got it.
Yes, we had Kid Nation members there, and we had a Sandwich and Some Lovin' Nation members there. So, in fact, a lady came up to me after or during the reception. She said, when you came out, me and my husband, we knew you from somewhere, but we couldn't place where. And then you said, "Hello, I'm Alan," and then we were like, "Oh,
yeah.
How did he get here? How do they know?"
You were just asked.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I started. I said how I came to know the couple through the podcast, and I was honored to be here. Now, I had a few bits. I did "Hello, I'm Alan." I did Kellie and I do a podcast. We talk about everything: life, love, teen angst, having relations.
You say it just like that?
Well, I just said it straight, and having relations. Just like that. And it was like, yeah. And then Manny and Sim kind of gave me a little side eye. So I just kept going. I just kept plowing. I just kept going.
Maybe you should have changed your voice.
Yeah, I should have changed.
That's the joke.
I should have changed my voice. But I read three Bible verses. I read Psalm 23, which is one of my favorites, just to kind of tell them everything will always be okay.
Will it?
Yeah, it will. It will. And I had a little lesson on that, and something from Ruth, a verse from Ruth, and a verse from Solomon.
Because we love the story of Ruth and Boaz.
That's what I told him. I said my wife, and I wore my Boaz bracelet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so nice.
So I read the verses, and then my bit of advice to them was, and I guess this was serious marriage officiant moment. I said,
clergy
moment.
Clergy chat.
My advice was to live in the moment. I said, never live in the past. Learn from your past, but don't live in the past. And don't look too far ahead in the future. You can look ahead, but don't live in the future.
Right.
Live in the present. And I said, it's okay to have disagreements sometimes. You're going to have conflict. That's just part of being married.
That's part of having a podcast with your spouse as well.
But I told him, when you do have that conflict, use kind words, turn towards each other, and resolve it quickly with a quick memory, move on. That's basically what I said. That's basically.
Oh, that was good stuff. And everybody liked it. You kept it short and sweet.
I kept it short and sweet.
That's what people really want. I told Alan, the biggest thing, I said, try to remember what my brother said during our wedding. You can't really remember exactly what somebody says, but you remember the feeling you had when you were sitting there, right?
Yes, exactly.
You can't remember exactly what color the flowers were maybe at the reception. You can't really remember all the music that was played, but you can remember how you felt at the reception. You wanted everybody to have a really good time at both of them. So that was my advice, and I think it worked out really well, right?
It did, babe. And I read Psalm 23. I read Ruth chapter 1, verses 16 and 17, if you want to go back and read what I read. And I read Solomon chapter 2, verses 10 through 13. Okay, after that, I asked them if they wanted to marry each other. They both said, I do.
They had brief vows they recited as well.
So that was big. And then they both wrote their own vows. I held it together the whole ceremony. I did. I didn't crack. Manny cracked a little bit, which I told him in the little room. He said, I feel like I'm getting emotional. I said, dude, you wouldn't be human if you're not emotional. You should feel emotional. And don't be afraid to show that emotion, totally. Just be yourself, And he was emotional at points during the ceremony. Ciminie definitely was, especially when she walked down the aisle.
But she was walked down the aisle by her daughters.
By her daughters, yeah.
Because it's a second marriage for both.
Right. Oh, that was one of my bits. I was telling them about marriage. I said, marriage is one of the most gratifying but also challenging events in all of relationships and being a human being. I said, I like being married so much, I did it twice.
Really?
Yeah.
They were rolling?
There were a few chuckles.
Okay.
Yeah. So they did their vows, but when Ciminie finished her vows, she told Manny, I love you desperately.
Aww.
She said, I love you desperately. And I was like, got that knot right
did
here.
It for
I was
you,
like,
right?
oh, wow.
I love you desperately.
She said, I love you desperately. So it was really wonderful. I feel like it went off without a hitch.
You didn't get drunk and make a fool of yourself at the reception.
No, I didn't fall. I didn't drop anything.
That's good.
Everyone seemed to like what I said, and I wasn't more concerned with me. I was just concerned that they were happy.
Just the overall vibe to be good.
Exactly. Now, before I was preparing to do this, I was telling my dad, I'm trying to write this, write this ceremony, and I showed it to Kellie, and Kellie says I need more bits.
Well, I just thought the reason they asked you is because they are a fan of you.
Uh-huh.
And they're a fan of you from the podcast. So they're probably expecting you to interject some of what they hear on the podcast.
Right.
I wasn't telling you necessarily to do a lot of bits, but I said to interject some of your personality into it.
Okay, so let me read to you some of the bits that I had in my script that I showed to Kellie, and Kellie said, yeah, maybe you could go with those. I don't know. But are
these going to be legit?
But I decided not to do these, okay?
I smell the comedy train pulling up.
These are the bits that I had, a couple of the jokes I had in there, okay? Okay, so here are a couple. One is, I haven't spoken to my wife in years. I didn't want to interrupt her. I told my wife the truth. I told her I was seeing a psychiatrist. Then she told me the truth, that she was seeing a psychiatrist, 2 plumbers, and a bartender. My wife and I sleep in separate rooms. We have dinner apart. We take separate vacations. We're doing everything we can to keep our marriage together.
Yeah, these are all Kellie approved.
My wife gives good headache.
I like that one.
You like that one, babe?
I like that one.
Last time I tried to make love to my wife, nothing happened. So I said to her, what's the matter? You can't think of anybody either? With me, nothing goes right. My psychiatrist said my wife and I should have sex every night. Now we'll never see each other. You like these, babe?
For some reason, I find them slightly amusing.
Yeah, so I had a
For
few.
tonight, I'm finding you slightly amusing, honey.
So I had a few of those in there, and Kelly said, "Man, I don't know if you should I don't know if you should do those." I didn't really have those in there. Those are
really. You were joking.
Those are. I wish I could take credit for those. That's Rodney Dangerfield. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't keep up with the late great Rodney Dangerfield.
Hence the rim shot after.
That's cute, though.
Yeah, babe. So thank you again. I know Sim and Manuel are on their honeymoon right now, and they're at a Margaritaville resort somewhere.
Oh, nice.
Enjoying themselves. So thank you again, guys, for having me. Everything was wonderful, and love you guys. And
love you desperately.
Love you desperately, and I'm glad I was a part of it.
That's sweet. And are you available for other ceremonies? Should someone get the wild hair to ask you to officiate? Clergy?
There are a few people asked me that at the reception, and I said, well, I don't know that this is my calling, but
could be a good side hustle.
I wouldn't say never, but I did it for Manny and Sim because we got to know each other a little bit on a personal level.
And it was such an honor to be asked.
And they asked me right out of the blue.
But from here on out, it's about money.
From here on out, it's all about dead presidents.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Not that we don't care about each of you individually, but
we do, but got to put shoes
from here on out.
Got to put shoes on my babies.
Yeah.
Got to put food on the table.
Yeah. You got to feed us because we don't eat well enough around here.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, really.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was fun. I'm glad you got to do that, and it was very sweet.
I am too.
I wish the original, they were supposed to get married at a different time, quarantine and all that goes with that. Dates got pushed and bumped around, so I ended up not going, but I'm glad you got to do that. All right, so we've got to get into my with online college. When we started quarantine 17 years ago,
yes,
doesn't it feel like that?
At least.
We started doing a lot of home projects and things. And, I was very lucky. I got to keep working from home. So I had a purpose, something to do every day when I got up. I told Alan it's actually, and then I had a week of vacation where I didn't have anything to do. I had to find things to do. I said, it's a good little taste of what retirement's probably going to feel like. Because Alan's been finding all these home improvement projects and, and I had all these grandiose plans that I was going to read novels and things, and I didn't do any of it. So Alan said, why don't you find something that you really enjoy? And I don't know how we honestly...
so this was my idea?
I don't think this necessarily was your idea, but you just wanted me to find something, right?
Something
that I would enjoy doing.
Like a hobby.
A hobby, because I don't really have any.
I didn't say get a hobby. I just said, yeah, I guess
No, not in a rude way.
Yeah.
I mean, I need a hobby. Alan has 75 hobbies. I don't have really
Nothing wrong
any.
with having 75 hobbies.
So I started thinking, what do I enjoy? And I do enjoy decorating. I don't think I'm good at it. I think I'm okay at it. I love taking walks at night when people leave their windows open so I can look inside and see how they've decorated.
Mm-hmm.
I love watching every home makeover show. I love the before and afters. I don't even have to watch the whole thing. I don't care about them sawing off, things to make stuff fit. I just want to tune in for the last 10 minutes of a show to see the family walk in and they show the before and afters. I like that part.
Who would you say, before you get into the details, who would you say is the head decorator here at Evans Manor?
Well,
or do you think it's collaborative?
I try to be collaborative. Here's the thing that I love about Alan and that also bugs the crap out of me about Alan.
You mean there's something that bugs you about me?
When it comes to decorating. If we have something, he is going to hang it on a wall.
I'm going to find a place for it.
He's going to hang it. He's going to hang it up there and he's not going to ask me how I feel about it.
No,
when I come home,
it's just going to appear.
The nail is in the wall and it's hanging there.
Because if I take the nail out of the wall, who patches and paints?
Well, why don't you wait until I get home before you put the nail in the wall and hang it?
Alan does. Because I can always move it.
So Alan will just
You got to have it up there. You got to have it up there to see if you're going to like it.
No, I could look at it. You can hold it, and then I can look at it. You can hold it and look at it, and we can say, no, I probably shouldn't go there. Or maybe you're hanging that about 17 inches too high. Alan has...
I'm a tall man. I'm long. I'm a long man.
And I heard from a decorator, one thing I've heard many years ago on TV and in person from different decorators, people hang their artwork and their objects on the walls too high. You need to have them down so you're not looking up at them. You're looking at them. Granted, we are very large
We're
people.
big people.
But you still hang stuff too high, Alan. And so I come home and I, trying to be the good wife at first, I just we were combining households. I just kind of didn't say anything. I just
you may
lived
be
with a lot
right.
of
Here
it.
in the studio, these guitars are hung these things are about freaking 8 feet in the air. Holy
Everything
moly,
too
yeah,
high.
those
So
things are
that's
high.
my pet peeve. But then again, I'm not this decorating guru.
You got that right.
I can't ever make up my mind. I will go to Home Goods and I love wandering Home Goods for hours and hours. I just love it. And I'll fill my basket up. And before I leave, I put every single thing back because I'm like, oh, I don't know where I'm going to put it. What I'm going to need. What am I doing? I'm afraid to take risks. So I got the bright idea.
So I don't know who the decorator is here at Evans Manor.
Well, I got the bright idea.
I think it's me.
I'm going to take some decorating classes. I'm going to go back to school and I'm going to take some decorating classes. And who knows what that could lead to. Maybe I'll just get really good and confident and stop second guessing myself with stuff in the house. Maybe I'll start helping my friends decorate some of their places. Maybe that would lead to somebody saying, hey, can you, somebody that I don't know, why don't you help me? How much do you charge, Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how much do I charge? Well, maybe I do charge. Maybe it could be a little fun side hustle.
Do a little pro bono for a while.
I was not looking for a second career.
Pro Sonny Bono.
I was looking to have some fun, maybe have a little bit of a challenge, and just do something fulfilling.
Yes.
That was my goal.
And
for starting
how'd that turn
online
out? How'd that
school.
turn out?
Went to hell in a handbasket pretty quickly. So there's a lot to break into really
is there
quickly.
Any way we can bullet point it like I did the wedding?
I don't know, Alan. This is a lot. But first, really, to calm down, to, when I get really anxiety,
yes,
it's all about self-care. And during quarantine, we might be letting some stuff slide, like I don't shave my legs every day. And Alan really hasn't talked about it. Ladies, you have the right to be as hairy or as non-hairy as you want to be.
Well,
but when it's your hair, your choice.
Okay.
But, if your man says something like it's time to clean it up a little bit, maybe you should listen to him. So anyway, when it does get to be that time when you're like, okay, I'm pulling out the razor, pull out the Billy.
Billy?
Yes. Billy has recreated everyday essentials, delivering premium razors and high-performing body care directly to you. And there's no pink tax. You know how they upcharge women for everything? Not with Billy. You don't have to run to the drugstore either. You don't have to break the bank. Go to mybilly.com and you can get their starter kit for just $9 and get a little taste of what all Billy has to offer. It includes their award-winning razor, 2 refill blades, a magnetic holder to keep that razor safe and dry in between uses. Because what do you do every time when you're in the shower? You drop the razor, the head goes this way, that goes the other way. And then you can cut yourself. So it keeps you safe between uses. And Billy, throughout, it changed more than just the way that you shave, ladies. They've released 3 completely clean must-have products you can add to your routine. Lip balm, dry shampoo. We're living with that during quarantine too. And face wipes, because sometimes you don't feel like doing the full routine. You just want to wipe it off and go to bed. So I love Billy. I've got my daughter using Billy. It's what we use when we want a smooth shave. It just floats over your skin. You don't even feel it. No nicks and cuts I've experienced. And you can go a little longer between shaves if you feel like it. Go to mybilly.com and you're going to get a little special offer for our listeners too.
And to express a little love for our show, go to mybilly.com/lovin'. It's a small way you can support us while getting the best razor you will ever own. It's just $9 to get your starter kit plus free shipping always. Go to mybilly.com/lovin'. That's spelled mybillie.com/lovin'.
And that's Billy with an IE.
Love Billy.
Don't forget that /lovin'.
Did you say it's okay to be as hairy as you want to be?
Hey, it's your choice, ladies. Sometimes you don't feel like it.
So does that mean I can...
But when you want to shave it off, you want to do it the neat way.
So that's the equivalent of me saying, so I can blow as many bombs and do as much nut scratching as I want to do?
No. Because me sitting over here hairy is not affecting you.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, because...
I'm sitting way over here. You blow a bomb, it's affecting me.
Did you just say blow a bomb?
That's what you just said.
That's what my mom says.
That's what you just said. I say step on a frog.
She says blow a bomb.
I say step on a frog. And every time I say that, people act like I'm crazy. I'm like, did you not Grew up in South Carolina.
It's the East Texas barking spider.
Okay, so I went to this online. I don't want to say the name of it. I think it's kind of, you can put two and two together to figure it out.
Well, I thought you've said it before.
I don't think I have.
Okay.
And if I haven't, let's just err on the side that
let's just kind of move on.
Yeah. So anyway, I went on. Okay, so I went online and I filled out some like online questionnaire thing. That was step one, and I got a call back. And I told the lady what I wanted. I was like, I want to be an interior decorator. You know, that was basically, in a nutshell. I didn't go through the whole thing, but basically she explained to me what the program was. I said, I'm not interested in getting a college degree. I don't want to go through a 2 or 4 year program. I just want to do something fun. I just want to have some fun and learn something. And, again, like I told you before about maybe I'll end up decorating people's houses one day. Side hustle, not my career. Mm-hmm. But who knows? Maybe that is my next career. I digress. So she recommended I take 3 classes.
That's very damaging.
That she talked me out. She said you don't want to be a designer because you have to know how to do blueprints. You have to learn where so many number of vents go and sprinkler systems, and you can't put stuff too close to a heat source, and it has to be handicap compliant and all these different things. I said no, I don't want to do that. I just want to pick out pretty pillows, and I want to know that I'm making the right choice with paint color. I think I've even talked about that much before on the podcast. Mm-hmm. So, and Alan's checking his watch, so I'm talking too long already. Everybody listening at home.
I just got a notification.
Okay. So anyway.
I was checking my steps, actually.
She suggested, because everything's online right now, I start with this color theory class. That should have been my first red flag. Color theory is, I've heard people talk about music theory class before and how incredibly difficult it is. Just because you like to sing in a choir and you think, I'm going to be a singer, so I'm going to study music in college, you have to take music theory class.
Yeah,
and
does everybody talk like that who wants to do it?
Okay. They do.
Okay.
And so anyway, that's what I signed up for. One class, and I paid for it because you have to pay for it. It was the biggest nightmare getting me signed up. It was a nightmare. It was a technological nightmare. I kept calling the technical support guy, who was actually very charmed by me. I kept apologizing because he thought I was funny, and I was trying to explain to him how much difficulty I'm having getting logged on, and I apologized. He said he actually looked forward to receiving my calls.
He hasn't done it for the last 4 years though, but okay, but keep going.
Some people still find me attractive.
I do.
And hilarious.
That has nothing to do with attractive and hilarious.
To those people.
That has nothing to do with attractive and hilarious.
So anyway, he was very nice and taught me through it. Couldn't get my password to work. And I said, I'm doing everything you're telling me to do. He's like, I don't understand it either. He was walking me through it. He's like, this should be working, but it's not. So then I finally, okay, well, I know school's supposed to be starting pretty soon. Let me check out what's going on. There was supposed to be some introductory course. So I log on. It was like a welcome to the university. And this is, because we're all online, this is what we're going to offer you and what you can expect. So I log on. I kind of fumble and bumble my way through. And I'm like, wait, I'm signed up for 4 courses?
That was kind of a theme of this whole story. Those 2 words you just used.
What? Bumbled and stumbled?
Fumbled and bumbled.
Because I'm just clicking around. I don't understand what I'm doing.
Lots of clicking around.
But I signed up and paid for 1 course. Somehow I got registered for 4.
And you're positive this wasn't user error?
It was not, because the lady that helped me told me this was not my fault.
So this was
Alan always thinks it's my fault.
So this was school error.
I could not physically go online and sign myself up. They had to sign me up. We decided which course I wanted to take. They told me how much it was. I paid that amount of money. Done. I log on because I need to kind of figure out what's going on before this first session. I want to be prepared. I'm not only registered for 4 classes, I'm about $4,800 overdue. I'm like, no, I'm not. So I kind of I didn't panic. I'm like, this has to be fixed. You didn't
panic?
Not yet. Not at that point. This is fixable. So we don't know what happened. We'll get that straight, Kelly. Okay, fine. Next thing I know, I'm unregistered from everything. I have 0 classes now, but I still have an outstanding past due notice for over $4,000, $5,000, something like that. So still a problem, but we're plowing ahead. So anyway, they managed to get it sort of, not really worked out. They told me it was worked out, but it was still showing online now that the 4 classes I was registered for started on July 29th. I'm like, oh, I've got plenty of time to figure this out. Still not panicking. Not panicking at that point.
I don't know about that.
Not at that point, Alan.
There was a lot of
There
frustration
was
and panic.
after. Turns out the classes didn't start on July 29th. They started on July 13th, which was Monday. I didn't find this out until about 10 o'clock Monday night. So I missed the entire first day of classes, and my first assignment was due on Wednesday.
So you were that student.
Again, not my fault
Everyone,
up to this point.
everyone in class had their ish.
No, they didn't, because
Oh.
she told me the week of school is a lot of people, and she told me I wasn't even her most difficult person. She could have been lying.
Wait a minute.
She could have been lying.
Was there a little bit of Kid Nation in these comments?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
At this point, everybody still thinks I'm delightful. At this point,
Including me. I was listening the whole time to all this.
I was just trying to get, I'm like, these
I was
things
very
happen.
supportive, very
These
supportive.
things happen. We're
Because
going to figure it out.
I
I'm not
wanted
worried.
Kelly to do this school.
So Tuesday comes, and I've got to figure out how to make up for all the work I missed on Monday, do Monday's work, Tuesday work, because I had an assignment due on Wednesday, the day of this podcast recording, as a matter of fact. So I somehow managed to find out how to download the textbook, but before I do that, my assignment number 1 is to write a paragraph about myself. I want to make such a great first impression, and I was an English major, and I'll pat myself on the back. I'm a pretty decent writer. So I spent an hour crafting and massaging and editing and just making this fabulous introduction paragraph, because I'm not really 100% sure who all is going to see it. Is it just going to be my professor? I want my professor to think, I got a smart one here. Or is it going to be my fellow students? So I pressed submit after an hour of working on this. It disappeared.
And your information disappeared.
Disappeared.
Just vanishes like a fart in a tornado, huh?
Gone.
Just
I don't know
gone.
where it went.
Right.
But I pressed send.
Wait a
Submit,
minute.
or whatever it was.
Was it send or submit?
It was submit or send. I don't have it in front of me right now, but it was the button you press when you're done.
You're sure?
Then I pressed the forward button. I'm like, what's happening?
The forward button, like in your browser?
It's like to the next screen on the school's website.
Oh, okay.
Then I see all the paragraphs, the introductory paragraphs from all the other online students.
But yours.
I was like, well, maybe mine's at the end. Maybe mine just got bumped to the end because I was the last one just now to submit.
Did you ever hit refresh?
Not before I did that.
Okay.
So I went through everything. Not there. Gone. So I clicked another button, and then I wrote a much briefer introductory. Basically, I could read it to you if you want.
That's okay. Can I just ask kind of a dumb guy question? This is an art school.
Yeah.
This is an
It's
art.
for people who are not just, it's for designers, architects.
This is an art class.
Fashion merchandisers, people like that.
Right.
This is a color theory
Right.
class.
Why so much? I'm just curious. Why so much thought put into a long, verbose introduction?
I wanted to make a good first impression. I haven't been to school since 1993.
Oh, you made a good first impression. You made an impression.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
So I posted this. Now, my new introduction took me about 5 minutes to write. I just was like, look, this has been the most frustrating thing I've done since the master cleanse, and I quit that after 4 days. If I make it to day 5 through the school, I will at least beat that. I said, I want to learn more about decorating, blah, blah, blah. I'm married, kids, dogs, and I love dirty martinis. Send. That one published.
What'd you do different?
Nothing as far as I know.
So, and I'm just reviewing what you've said. You did exactly the same process
As far
on the
as I
computer,
know.
and the computer acted differently the first time than it did the second time.
As far as I know, I did everything the same. Now, did I enter a different screen? Possibly. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I did the exact same thing.
Okay.
But the second time it was there.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
So now I'm going to click and find, this was now an hour and a half into my day yesterday. I somehow managed to download the textbook and the first assignment, which is to read these chapters. So I was like, but there's an assignment. I can't find where the assignment is. But you know what, Kelly? That assignment is going to be based on what you read. So you're going to read it, you're going to take meticulous notes, and you're going to be prepared for whatever that assignment is. So it's about colors and hues and saturations and lines and points and perspectives. And I'm like, how do I pick out a floral pattern to go with the stripe? Is that still okay? Is it not? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm like, that's okay. I'm taking all these notes. I'm gonna do it. And after about 3 hours of reading and taking notes, my advisor calls me and says, okay, Kellie, let me help you with this. And we found my assignment. I'm really encapsulating a lot of this now. So after 30 minutes, she helped me find my assignment, which was to do some sort of graph and submit it online by today. I said, thank you for showing me where it is. I got it from here. I go to my task. I'm supposed to do I do hue, tint, saturation. I'm supposed to do a gradient where it goes from the purest form of the color to the lightest point.
Who's Hugh?
That's the same joke Big Al did.
My
so
man.
Now you know where you
My
are.
man.
I'm supposed to do the purest form of the color to the darkest. I'm supposed to do all these different shades. I watched the tutorial video twice. It's a 3-minute video, but that's okay. I took meticulous notes because I said, okay, so I press this button. Okay, I look for this icon. I even drew a little picture of the icon because I'm so bad at computer stuff. So bad at it. I was ready. I said, I don't care. I'm going to do it. So I download the program I'm supposed to use. It's not the same from the tutorial. I almost started crying. Alan had to leave. I am about to cry. I was like, I'm just going to walk away.
The dogs slink out of the room.
I start crying at this point. I'm like, this is not the video I watched. This doesn't look at all like the video I watched. I don't know what to do. So I took the dogs for a walk in the park. Zoe lunged at another dog, I ripped flesh off my finger.
Keep going. Keep going.
This is my
keep
down.
going.
So I come back. It's 10 o'clock at night. Alan looks, and when I get back with the dogs, it's about 9 o'clock at that point. Alan looks over my shoulder. I said, Alan, I'm really trying here, and I don't want to disappoint you, and I know this is frustrating, and I know you say it's user error, but please just come look over my shoulder and tell me what I'm doing wrong.
So wait a minute. So
that's what happened.
Alan had been
what happened?
Well, Alan had been supportive through this whole thing. He never yelled in there, it's user error. I never did that.
But typically 9 times out of 10, that's your response.
Typically I will, but I didn't in this case.
So Alan kind of sighed.
But who came in and saved the day?
He came in and I said, he said, have you already downloaded? I said, yes, I've downloaded everything, but I'm going to go through the whole process again because I want you to see what I'm doing.
So I can see it.
So you can tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Right.
So I went back to day one. I click. And he finally gets to it. And he said, you need Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop. I was like, I'm out. I don't know how to do those things. I am 53 years old. I do not know how to do these things. I cannot send. What can I not send that I always have to have you send for me?
You can't upload something to the Google Drive.
I cannot upload something to a Google Drive. I have to ask Alan how to do it every single time.
I thought you took notes last time.
So the last time I said, honey, I'm so embarrassed I have to keep asking you. I've got the notes in here, verbatim, how I'm supposed to upload a Google Drive. Verbatim. So I had a meltdown at that point, and I said, I've got to learn between 10 o'clock tonight and when I've got to work tomorrow on the Kid Craddock Morning Show. I've got to record my Love Letters to Kellie podcast right after that.
Dime.
And I have to have this project turned in, run a kid to an orthodontist appointment, take another one, then do the tennis lesson, and then all this other stuff that I've got to do, and record the Love Letters to Kellie podcast. And I have to learn how to do Adobe. What am I learning? Illustrator
and Photoshop.
I have to learn how to do that. Just turn in this first freaking assignment. I said, I quit. Is it okay with you if I quit, honey? What'd you say? Do what you want to do.
I said my response was if it's causing you distress.
I had a lump in my throat.
Yes, you need to not do this.
And I said, look, I don't want to do this. I want to pick out pretty paint and pillows. Why am I learning all this? Why? So I wrote an email to the lady that helped me.
Well, so calm Zen Alan here kind of talked Kellie off the ledge. And I said, look, you had the proper intentions.
I did.
Your intentions were genuine and you thought you were doing the right thing.
But I was
Perhaps the course selection was not exactly what you needed. Maybe there is a beginner's art class you could take. Maybe there's a mom who does this out of her house and teaches art, or teaches something like that, or teaches home decorating, home decor.
Meantime, I've got an overdue bill for $4,800 in money that I've already paid. So I emailed the woman. I said, "Look, I appreciate it. This is not for me. I am in over my head. This was supposed to bring me joy. This is supposed to be fun, and this has been anything but. I can't. I don't like being a quitter. I've quit a lot of things in my life because they were too hard. That's why I'm not good at sports. I don't jump off of cliffs in Hawaii. I don't do that stuff. I'm a quitter.
That's why we don't play Words with Friends anymore.
Right, because it almost ended our relationship. But I said, this is not fun for me. And I volunteered for this. So I want out. I said, if I can get my money back, great. If not, have somebody else sign up in my place that's a student in need, and they can just take my slot in the class. So today I got several calls. Apparently I had a student mentor that I met on the phone today. Mm-hmm. And after I explained to him exactly what I'm explaining to all you on the podcast, he said exactly what Alan said.
Thank you.
I don't think this is what you want to do.
Thank you.
So basically, and Alan's going to be pleased to find out I can get my money back because I'm dropping out within not even the first week of class, the first 2 days, because I quit last night, but I talked to him today about it. So within the first 3 days, I'm going to email them as soon as I get off this podcast that I am officially withdrawing, and we're going to get our money back. But I'm a quitter.
Well, that last part's good. That's good news.
It's just, it was so much, and I feel horrible. I said, maybe I should have just, they teach art classes, these little paint classes and stuff, or maybe there's an interior decorator that wouldn't mind letting me tag along on a few projects as like an intern.
4Cs, they teach everything. Don't they have an art class?
Why do I need to go to those classes? What I'm saying is, if I just want to learn and be taught, why can't I go to unless they don't want to share their secrets, and just like befriend an interior decorator and say, can you just let me shadow you? Can I just interns? Because I just want to learn how to do this stuff for fun. I'm not trying to take any clients from you. I just want to. Some fun little hobby.
So you don't want to take a course now. You want to.
I do not.
You want to do on-the-job training.
Obviously, this is not what I wanted.
Okay. Well.
But I'm a loser.
You're not a loser.
I'm a quitter.
No, you're not a quitter. It's it just wasn't the right fit.
I failed at Francis Marion University. I failed exactly one college course, and it was an introduction to computers course. Basically, the professor showed up on the first day and said, your project is there's going to be a warehouse full of, X product. You're going to sell X amount of product every day until your inventory is depleted, and you're going to come up with a program that does that. And I'm sitting there short-circuiting. Mm-hmm. And I failed that class. My brain doesn't work that way.
Okay, babe. Enough. You're being way too hard on yourself.
I'm embarrassed.
Everybody has things they're good at. You happen to not be great on the computer. That's okay. That's all right.
And I can't cook. I'm not a good.
Why do you keep talking about what you can't do? Why don't you talk about what you can do?
What can I?
There's lots of things you do great.
I wrote a really beautiful introductory paragraph for an hour, and you made fun of me, and it disappeared.
I didn't make fun of you. I just wondered why it was so verbose.
Because I'm good at writing.
You're very good at writing. You write all the descriptions for our podcast.
Whenever I kind of skimp on that.
Whenever I need something written for websites, you write that. Sometimes I can't come up with something funny or creative for something we're working on. You write that. You're real good at writing.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. I mean, I'll do it when I have to, but I just don't want to sit down and just write stuff.
Well, my point is everybody has things that academically. When I was in school, one time I took a chemistry class, and nobody has felt dumber or done worse in chemistry than this guy.
No,
I could not
didn't do well
wrap my head around chemistry.
Yeah.
And I hated it. Absolutely hated it. It's one of like the 2 classes in college I made a C. I freaking passed it, but I made a C in. I hated it, and I could not do it. I could not get it. No matter how much I worked at it, I didn't understand it. And sometimes it's like that. It's like, okay, whatever, move on. Okay, let's do something else. Try something else.
I am moving on.
Let's try something else.
And I'm thankfully getting a refund.
Good. That's all good news.
But now I need a hobby still.
That's okay. You're being way too hard on yourself.
Well, I'm just glad that you were okay. I don't know that you would be as okay if we weren't getting the refund.
If we weren't getting the refund,
it'd be a very expensive lesson learned.
I'd probably be a little grumpier, but I would understand.
Yeah. I think, like I told my friend today, it was a very, if I didn't, before I found out I could get my money back, I said it's a very expensive lesson that taught me I need to stay in my lane. Because I don't know, kids today, they know coming out of the womb how to, what are those, coding and things like that. It's crazy what kids know. And this Adobe workshop and stuff. And it's not for me. Not for me.
And I was telling Kelly this the other day, like she's joking, but I there are a lot of things that I like to do, hobbies. And I'll post sometimes online or on my Instagram about things I'm doing, landscaping, home improvement.
Oh, he's been
whatever.
Like single-handedly
magic, trimming a bonsai,
yeah,
whatever.
all of our yard work, the bathroom, except for the tiling, you've single-handedly been painting, doing the wood trim.
Yeah, I'm not trying to humble brag. I'm just saying.
Well, you're good at stuff.
People will message me and say, "Good grief, Alan, what can you not do?" And I'm like, there are a lot of things I can't do. I can't bowl worth of crap.
But I bet if you practiced, you could.
I can't do. When I was in school, I did not understand chemistry. I'm like you. I know computers pretty well. I don't have a programming mind. I don't have that kind of logical mind like that. I just.
Well, it did make me feel. I felt really stupid, and I don't like feeling stupid. I don't like feeling. Who likes feeling stupid?
Well,
who likes feeling embarrassed? Nobody. So at least like I said, it was supposed to be joy. It was not joyful, so I got out of it.
Well, I felt kind of stupid after something Kelly told me when she clapped back at me this weekend. But before we do that...
from that said home improvement project he's been working on.
Yes.
All right. Well, you've heard us talk about Brooklinen before, right? The home of the internet's favorite sheets, but their towels. Let me tell you, Alan and I have stocked up on Brooklinen's towels in this beautiful, what would you call it, a charcoal gray? So cool. And they give your daily routines just that little something extra, that little bit of lush. Various levels of plushness. Some people like really, really fluffy towels. I didn't want the most fluffy. I wanted like that mid-range fluffy. That's just my comfort level. But the towel of your dreams is waiting to wrap you up. And you've got a lot of time at home, so you might as well make that little extra investment to make your home as comfortable and fabulous as possible. So we've been, looking at ways to pamper ourselves, and part of that included making our bathroom in a miniature spa. Brooklinen's towels are helping us find our zen. And we're also looking at Brooklinen's gift items, their robes. They have loungewear now. Brooklinen's always stepping it up to keep you feeling comfortable. But their towels, that's the way we're finding our zen in the bathroom. Wouldn't you say, Alan?
Love those towels. Mm-hmm. Ultra soft. Very absorbent.
Very absorbent.
Yeah.
And a little key too, though, when you wash your towels, Brooklinen towels, don't use fabric softener.
Don't need them.
You don't need, fabric
don't
softener, it cuts down on the absorbency. That's a little tip for
when they're
right
that soft, you don't need fabric softener.
That's true. You don't need the fabric softener either. Just use a smelling good detergent.
There you go. Well, Brooklinen is the perfect place to find all the comforts of home, including these ultra soft towels that we're talking about. And Brooklinen is so confident in their product that everything comes with a lifetime warranty. It's a long time. Longer for some people, but that's a long time.
No, tomorrow's not promised to any of us, but you might as well have a guarantee while you're here.
Use promo code Kellie. Okay. Kellie.
It's been Kellie for months.
For 10% off your first order at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Promo code Kellie. KELLIE. And it stopped right there. KELLIE. Brooklinen. Everything you need to live your most comfortable life.
Did you have trouble seeing it, honey?
No, I saw it just fine. No, I can see it just fine.
Did I do something wrong?
No.
Oh.
There wasn't anything after Kelly, like, and Alan or...
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you were...
No, I was looking for something else after the promo code, but it was just Kelly, so...
You know what? I wasn't asked to perform a wedding, was I? And I haven't bitched about it once. You harp on the same thing every time.
Wow.
Yeah, put that in your claps back, except now you don't have to because everybody heard it.
What did you just say? I wasn't asked to do a wedding and I haven't bitched about it one time. That's a good one.
But I just said it.
You just
so
did
can't, it. Yeah.
Okay, let's finish with this. So,
end on a high note.
Yeah. So here is our, it's become a weekly bit.
Is it Kellie Claps Back or Kellie's Clap Back? What is it?
I like Kellie Claps Back.
Kellie Claps Back. Okay.
I think that's what we call it.
I can't
But again, I have this unfounded reputation for giving Kellie too much of a hard time on the podcast.
Unfounded? No. It is founded.
You talk too much when Kellie's trying to talk. Tell a story. I've been listening to her since 1651. You need to be nicer to her.
Again, the same insults
And
regarding my age.
And why in the hell are you drinking a bourbon on the podcast? You always got to drink. Something like that. Well, if they saw behind the kimono, if they took a peek behind the kimono where we revealed it all.
Our Brooklyn and kimono?
Yes. They would see that Kellie claps back at me all the time. This one's subtle this week. It's subtle. I'm building it up, but it's very subtle. Okay. So I've been doing home improvement. I've been renovating
Renovating.
the bathroom that's right next to our studio here.
Yeah, the previous owners have done all the bathrooms except this one, and this is the one our guests use when they come to the house.
Yeah.
That's all I had to say about that.
Oh, okay, babe. Well, it's the only bathroom in the house that I'm not dropping a dime that hasn't been redone. All the
That's
others,
what I just said.
All the others had been Oh, were you? I'm sorry.
That's literally what just came out of my mouth.
But see, I'm always one step ahead. I'm always thinking about what else.
That means you're not listening to me.
Okay, so I've been in there a lot lately, putting in new molding. Caulking this or that,
painting,
just your typical
refinishing the cabinet of the sink.
Yeah, your typical stuff. Well, I had taken the wall outlet plates and light switch plates off of the wall because I needed to paint. So, a lot of you have probably done this. When you're doing painting, those outlets are really kind of dirty, like the where you plug in an outlet, a power cable.
Yeah,
what am I trying to say?
Hair stuff, film gets in
there's
there.
Dust and
it's
paint.
It's kind of sticky and gross.
Yeah, it's just kind of gross because it's old. So I'm in there, and Kellie is in the office struggling through her online class.
Sitting right here where we record the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. Yes, I was reading my work.
Yeah,
I was reading my textbook. Yesterday.
And this was in the middle of the day. Well, you can't see the bathroom from this office. It's right around the corner, though. So I'm in there, and I want to clean this outlet. I look down, I grab what I think is a sponge, and I start wiping the light switch. And again, the cover plates are off, and I start wiping the outlet. Well, lo and behold, what I thought was a sponge is steel wool. So as I'm wiping the outlet, I feel a in my arm, and the steel wool catches on fire, and this flash of light goes.
I'm sitting here, and I hear whoosh, and there's a flash of light out of the corner of my eye, and I say, "Honey!" And I jumped up immediately.
And as I typically say after I get hurt or hit my thumb with a hammer or something, son of a, and then
I jump up,
and then shit.
Okay.
Because my arm is numb and it's hanging there and my thumb is black.
And your concerned wife, who loves you and cares about your safety,
she runs
in there.
She runs up. She looks at me. She goes, "Are you okay? Is our life insurance updated?" And I'm looking at her like, what did you just say? I can't feel my arm. Our life insurance. And then she turns around. She sees that I'm okay. She turns around and leaves. Goes back and sits down in the office. And I'm in there.
Y'all really think that's what happened from the point I stopped talking?
I'm in there on my ass with a numb arm and a black thumb. I almost set myself on fire.
Mm-hmm, you did.
And you asked me if our life insurance was
I did ask you that, but not exactly how you said. I went in there. "Honey, are you all right?" He's like, "Yeah." And he told me about the steel wool. And he said, he showed me his thumb. It was kind of starting to turn black. I was like, "Oh my God, are you okay? You could have killed yourself." Yeah, And I was like, something to the effect of, he could have died.
That's not.
And then I came back. And when I got back to my desk, it's like, better make sure that life insurance is updated. Trying to make light of the moment.
Mm-hmm. That's not how I remember it.
So I'm not saying I didn't say it,
All I'm saying
but
is
I didn't say it immediately. Are you okay? Is your life insurance policy up to date? It wasn't exactly like that.
All I'm saying is I was laying there on my back, half dead.
No, you were not.
and you asked me if our life insurance was updated, and then you started rummaging through the safe in here. I heard
Maybe.
you beeping on the lock in here to try to get in the safe.
Maybe.
That last part's
Making sure that
that's it. That is an embellishment.
Yeah, well, I am the beneficiary, right?
Babe, come
Just
on.
making sure.
God. Oh well,
But he could have died, and that's not funny.
No,
So please
that's
be
not
careful.
funny. Yeah, the moral of the story is be careful around those outlets.
But
because,
also make sure you have a will,
yeah,
a living will.
yeah,
Trust me, a lot of people, and this is not even joking, because people get to the end of life and you think you know what the other person wants, but then like the brothers and sisters get involved and like, well, Dad told me that he didn't want to be kept on machines. Well, I don't want, and so it ends up being a mess. So make sure everything is in writing.
yeah. But just, babe, a little thread of that steel. It's not like I jammed it into the outlet.
When you picked it up, didn't you notice it was steel?
I was
or
wiping
whatever?
on. I was just.
You're just doing it so fast.
I had a gray rag in there along with that steel wool. I
Oh.
just grabbed what I saw on the floor and I started wiping because I thought,
It
yeah,
was
and then
like
it was,
crazy.
and you saw a flash.
I did see a flash.
And then son of a, and then,
And then I ran out of concern for you.
I'm lucky I'm here.
I am lucky you're here too.
And then they could use
Because
that. Then they could use that promo code Kelly all day, every day.
And then nobody be bitching about it. Except my next husband, who would be my next Sandwiches and Lovin' co-host.
God. See there, listener, good listener. See there? There's a real peek behind the kimono.
Yeah.
Revealing all.
See, that would have been a clap back you could have included next week, but I said it on the podcast, so I ruined it for you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all for listening. That was a bitch and moan session on my part, and I appreciate y'all just listening to me. I'm not drinking right now. I drank a lot over the weekend, so I'm trying to clean out my system. So right when I'm going through all this stress, when I could have used a cocktail most, I didn't do it. So that's
All right,
where that stands.
That's okay. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you desperately.
You're not a failure. There are a lot of things you're really good at. Real good at. A lot
Thanks,
better than
honey.
me, too. A lot better.
Thank you.
So don't be so hard on yourself.
I'm better at promo codes.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You sure are. You got
'Cause
your
I
own.
have one.
You got your own. Absolutely.
You had one.
Psh, I've never had
Yeah,
one.
you did.
I had one on social media. I didn't have one like
On the podcast.
not in an ad.
You did have one on social media?
Not in an ad like you do.
All right.
All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately. But listening to this moan session.
That's all it was. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's all right. But if I don't get electrocuted, I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon.
Or I'll be here with husband number 3.
There you go. Hey, I like marriage so much. I got married twice. Yeah. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good. Have a good sandwich.